the girl mentioned casually. Do you use it much? I saw Marcus's face go white for just a second before he recovered. Oh yeah, all the time. I'm probably the best diver here. But his voice cracked, and I suddenly realized something I should have noticed weeks ago. Marcus couldn't swim. All those cannonballs, shallow end only. The running around the deck, he never got in deeper than 4 feet. Even when throwing toys at people, he'd stayed where he could touch bottom. The girl was walking toward the diving board, expecting him to follow. Marcus's friends were calling him over, but he was frozen. His whole tough guy image was about to crumble. Come on, Marcus! His friend Jake yelled from the deep end. Show her that backflip you're always talking about. Backflip? This kid had been lying about everything. I watched him take slow, reluctant steps toward the diving board, his usual swagger completely gone. Ladies first, he said weakly, but she laughed and said, no way. I want to see these famous diving skills. By now, half the pool was watching. Marcus had spent weeks making himself the center of attention, and now he had it whether he wanted it or not. His hands were shaking as he climbed the ladder. At the top, he stood frozen for almost a minute. The girl was getting suspicious. His friends looked confused. Even little kids had stopped playing to watch. Finally, with nowhere left to run, Marcus took the world's most awkward leap. It wasn't even a dive, more like a panicked jump with his arms flailing wildly. He hit the water like a sack of rocks and immediately started thrashing around in complete terror. No technique, no coordination, just pure panic as he realized he was in 10 feet of water. I was already moving before he went under the second time, but I'll admit, I took my time getting to the pool ladder. Not enough to put him in real danger, but definitely long enough for his crush, his friends, and about 30 witnesses to see Marcus at his most vulnerable. When I finally dove in and pulled him to safety, he was coughing up chlorinated water and shaking. The girl had already collected her things and left without a word. His friends were trying not to laugh, but failing. You okay, Marcus? I asked loud enough for everyone to hear. Maybe stick to the shallow end from now on? He couldn't even look at me, just nodded weakly and stumbled toward the exit, leaving his speaker behind. Since then, Marcus shows up alone and sits quietly in the 3-foot section. When I give safety instructions, he says, yes sir, and follows them immediately. Turns out respect isn't about who your dad knows, it's about not drowning in front of your crush.